there, folks. So today I'm going to be doing a little more work on our Wanderlodge. So we're going to be pulling the tag axle wheels off and hopefully replacing the bushings on the tag axle. So I've been noticing quite a bit of wander, and I've done a bunch of work to the front end. And I pretty much replaced everything on the front end except for kingpins and the suspension bushings, and then, you know, steering gearbox. But I really don't think any of those, I've checked those before. We're going to check them again, but I don't think any of those are it. I do know for sure that the tag bushings are worn out, and I will show you that once we get the wheels off and stuff. We'll take a look at those and I'll show you what it looks like when those are coming apart. So stay with us, and that's what we're going to be working on today. So we're having to move this leveling jack assembly because it's blocking the bolt see here. Where are we? For the suspension. It's right in. It's in there, right there. It's hard to see, but so we got to pull this out. It's just 4 bolts on each side through there, and then I just took off the hydraulic line and the little electric sensor line. So we're going to pull that off. Get it out of the way. This thing will stay there. I can start to move a little bit. Alright, so now we got to take the bottom of it. I can get the ratchet under there. Ready? Oh no. Twist here. Come on. Alright, so we're driving out these big bolts. Hold it. Suspension bushings. Yeah, there it is. So that's what we're taking apart. Whoops, sorry for bouncing you around. So we're pulling those off. I can get this thing to focus. Pulling those bolts out to get to these bushings in there to show. Hopefully once I get this down, you'll be able to see the bushings are all tore up. So let me see, try to pry this bracket down now. Get in here. There we go. So that's the bushings that we're going after right here. There's also bushings in that front one, so we're going to try to get that loose, but we got to cut some, grind some welds out on that to get that apart. And I'll show you that. Alright, so on this pivot bolt, that's for the arm, you've got to grind off these welds. The top one, it's hard to get in here because these two brackets, so I just ground the bottom one off, and then I use a small Dremel tool cutting wheel to finish it, and I cut the top one a little bit with the Dremel tool and then just worked it until I broke the top weld, so that you can get to this nut and get this apart. Then you should be able to just drive this through the other side, and you don't have to drill off that or cut off that one. I don't think so. So that's what we're going to go for. All right, we'll try to get that. That was easier than I thought. All right, so we're pulling this thing out. This is the reason why we're doing this. You can see this bushing is starting to get torn up. That one doesn't look in bad shape, but I'm going to go ahead and replace them all. So what I had to do was, this thing has an eccentric in it. You see the little arrow on there? So you can adjust the alignment of the rear of the tag axle. So I had to grind off this square, the welds off of that, so then I could drive that whole thing out of there. So that eccentric bolt will come out of there, because it won't come through this thing here, this plate. I'll show you once we get it out of there. Is this thing gonna fall? Might need that. Oh, that came out. Looks like, oh, they weld that thing on there, I guess, after they get it through the plate. Got it kind of stuck on it. Where's the hammer? I kind of got to get, yeah, there we go. So the arrow points to the high spot on that. So that's how that works. I'm gonna have to clean that up a little bit. I dinged it. Alright, so we're pulling these bushings through I made up my own little thing here. I pull them through. I'll show you what I got when I pull this through, but this is a spring compressor kit. And then I've got a pipe nipple that I'm using to pull the bushing up through. Appears to be working. So. There she goes. So that's it. So I just put this nipple on there, put this through the bushing, and then pulled it through with the spring compressor. I'm going to pull the new ones in the same way. Do something to pull a new one in, though. It can't go like sideways like that. I'm afraid I'm gonna bend that fucking thing too. It's coming though. Look at that guy. went through and cleaned these bores out. I did it with the wire wheel and the thing, and there was some tough spots, so I got a little flap wheel for some of the harder stuff. This one here was really caked with rubber, the one that was messed up. Now you notice there's one side of this has an eased edge, the other side has a square edge. So the eased edge makes a side where you can pull the new bushing through. So we'll pull the new bushing in through this side to the other side. So I'm getting ready to set up for that. That's low.